bunch of nice birch down here. Actually, somebody did something funny with it, but I'm gonna keep that on. I'm gonna keep that on private mode. How's everybody doing, man? Newtown Bushcraft, what's up, kid? Welcome. We're gonna make this probably about a 3-minute live stream. That's it. That's it. Fucking East Coastin'. Shout out to my 603 Vertical boys down in Daytona right now, getting it in along with East Coastin'. Those kids are absolutely killing it. I just thought this looked neat. There's like 3 little ponds over here. One of them is Towner's Pond. Swain's Pond is by Melrose Wakefield Hospital. And this is, it's like Towner's Pond. Shit, there's like 3 or 4 different names. Well, there's like 3 or 4 separate little ponds here. Down here might be too windy for you to pick up what I'm putting down, but if you go all the way down here, that runs into Penny Hill Road in Melrose, which turns into 99 in Malden, aka Broadway, which I used to zip through here when I was a teen, early 20s, and fucking hit the palace up down there. It was just, man, it was a blast. Just a blast. You see how thick the ice is? I was just whacking some of it with a stick. You see this shit right here is super thin. I try to get as close as I can. This stuff is super, super duper thin. When I say super thin, that's like a 1/4 inch to 3/8. But as you go out, it gets a bit better about here. It's about 2 or 3 inches. Get all mucked up in the, excuse me, in the, somebody lost a sock. I don't want to get all mucked up in the fucking mud down there, but yeah, man, it's just pretty. It's cool down here. It's nice down here. I used to go for walks down here. I grew up just, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 blocks away. And I used to come down here with my great-grandmother. Man, up until like her mid to late 70s, she was just as fit as a fiddle. I couldn't believe it. That's a beautiful oak that's dropped there. And then you have another one, another like straight widowmaker deadfall. That's what you call those. That's also another oak. So oaks usually grow in pairs. You can tell it's oak from the back. We'll get a bit closer, but oh man, I'm walking under it. I wasn't even conscious about it. Pardon me, I had to pick one of these up and look at it. I had no clue what it was. You kids probably know what that is nowadays. A hazy, luscious, sugary, I guess it's freaking pot, but it's made here. See the state of Mass. Glad there's no rubbish down here, but and then I'm looking at this. I was like, what is that, chest seal? It looks like a chest seal, and then I'm thinking, oh, it's probably one of those hand warmer things. But I just quickly, I'm looking at these guys. This is actually like a cluster of 4, but one of them, plunk, right there. I'm just right next to this guy, and it's such a windy day out, as you can probably hear, but check him out. You can see him rocking. And that's his cradle. So if he goes, man, that's a solid 1,000 pounds more. A couple, maybe even a ton worth of deadfall is gonna fall on my noggin. So yeah, I'm not getting too close to these guys. And I certainly won't walk under it again. Hairy. But you can see him, he's just rocking. Hopefully you can see him slightly. I can stay still enough. That puppy is just rocking. So yeah, man, I'm gonna stay away from that guy. That guy is just waiting to straight crash right down on the street and do some serious damage. And it would fall here to about this lane. But yeah, those are all oak. You can tell by the fingers crossed. You can tell by the bark pattern. But I came over this side and I was looking at these things again too. this is like a pot container thing. But the ice is just beautiful. You can hear goofy kids out there, which I love to hear kids fucking romping around in the woods. It's just, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Like, get out of the house. Stay away from, I knew what that was before I even set my eyes on it, CO2 container. I used to have a bunch of fun CO2 BB guns when I was a kid, but yeah, man, like, get out of the house. Stay away from PlayStation, Xbox, unless it's, you know, after school type of shit. Like, it's just great to hear these kids, you know, just carrying on in the woods over there. But, man, it's just super pretty. Super pretty. So we're going to probably do about another minute, and we're cashing out. So apparently there's a story to go along. Oh, that's a beaver chew. Get out. That's a straight up beaver chew. No kidding. Wow, that's not an axe. That's a proper beaver chew. Isn't that very cool? Well, makes perfect sense. This has to be some type of city, state, something marker. Well, city marker. So we're all in Mass here. What was I gonna say? Oh, the. So I'm looking. I'm over in this direction, and I was like, huh. Every once in a blue moon, I cruise through here. And I'm like, my eyes always go straight to birch. I'm looking at this birch. I was like, why does that look a little funny? Like that birch mated with a Jim Beam bottle. So I just quickly come over and investigate. I'll tell you the story about that in a second. It's like a little haunted intersection. I come over here, and then I actually placed this one here that I found on the ground. This one's Realms. And I started reading it, Bud Flower. I was like, okay, I got some of that, what do you call it, dispensary weed. But I'm like, holy shit, kid. Somebody comes down here, and either they cleaned up or they did, you know, they come down every once in a while for a walk and just bloop, 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 bloop. Quick little nip, which I just think is hysterical. All right, so here's a story about this intersection that if you cruise through on a certain, I want to say it's Samhain, so Halloween, you know, non-ordinous or non-pagans, there's supposed to be a girl that you see in a dress. Something about, this was all dirt roads back, you know, 100 years ago. So there's supposed to be, I don't know if it's a wives' tale or, you know, it really happened. There was a girl that got hit by like a horse carriage way back when, 1800 something or other. Oh, I'm kind of flying. That's my second Red Bull just consecutively. I was parched when I left. I cut myself off all the time. I'll finish the story though. I was parched when I left. And, oh, my Red Bull tipped over. Dang it. It's alright, it was almost gone anyways. I just don't want it to be roaming around in the street. So I had a Red Bull, and then I had a tall can Red Bull, which is what I have now. There's only maybe that much left. I just quickly propped it up by my tire. It's one of the 16-ounce pounders, I believe. No, it's a 12-ounce. It's a 12-ounce pounder, kid. So, yeah, I guess like 1900, something like that. There was a girl who got crushed by a horse and buggy. Now, don't mock my words, but I'm pretty sure this is how it went down. I'm pretty sure she got crunched by a horse and buggy, and, you know, I don't know, run over. I don't know, the horses trampled her. But they say if you come down here on like Samhain, Halloween, you can see her in her white dress at this intersection right here, which Penny Hill Road goes that way, and then one of these other little ponds is right over that tree line right there. Pardon me. And yeah, man, it's I want to say I kind of thought I saw something once, but I'm not 100%, and I don't tell stories, so. But yeah, this is an intersection that if you go down, and it's literally a three-way intersection right here, you can see her You know, like I said, it's like around Samhain, somewhere like that. You can see her just hovering right where that car just came up. Whoop, right in the intersection, which is just nuts. That's bonkers. So it's not like you have to look up on the curb. She's like right there in the middle of the street. So I kind of want to say maybe I thought I saw something once. Yeah. Was I stoned out of my mind? Probably. Either way, it was. I think it's probably something I fabricated. I don't think I saw a full image. I think I like wanted to see it, if that makes sense. Whenever focus or put so much effort on something, sometimes you want to believe it, you want it to be there, you want to see it and all that shit. So that's what I was thinking. I think I wanted to see it so bad that I'm like, you know what? There is something there. I do kind of see something. So that being said, like I said, these lakes, these little ponds around here are so nice. Summertime, there's ducks and geese and all that good happy horse shit. But as you know, I've been slacking on the channel because, you know, I'm not up my normal spot, and I haven't like done any bushcraft shit. It's all been fucking getting the bike rolling, man, and you know, getting all that stuff happy, fucking crappy, slappy, so I can rip this bad Larry. I had a bit of a knock in my top end, not a knock, like if you took change in your pocket, and if you jingled it together, but it's only when I pull my clutch in. And the reason I'm saying top end is because that's where I believe the noise is coming from. So like it's not down in my clutch, it's not in my primary. I'm getting the noise from my top end. It almost to me sounds like maybe a rocker arm, maybe a valve, not the valve body, and not the tappet, the actual valve, help me, fucking rods. You have 4 rods and they go into your tappets and then they sit on your rocker arms and they go tick, 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 tick. That's what I'm getting at the top, under my heads, or under my jugs. Just getting, it's a little noisy, so I'm thinking, oh cool, it's just a little noisy, and I just did an oil change, and I put it on rather a little bit on the lower side, because I ran it went around the block, ran it, did all that happy horse jazz, and I left it a little on the lower level rather than to go over hot, right? I don't want to go over when it's hot. Here, check this out. That's pretty cool. Check it out. Check it out. I'm going to have to come and pick this can up later. Check these guys. Alright, so that's my Widowmaker. I got to be mad careful with all the strangler vines on it, but look at these guys, dude. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, those are so cool. And they're attached to oak. Pretty sure it's polypore. And this is the massive dense. Alright, so that's a yellow oak. Right? Massive dense. And it's so strong, dude. And it's not like weird and mealy. It's still super, super dense. And there's a couple little small guys right down inside of there, too. But this is what oak bark looks like, man. That is oak bark. And there's mad prickers in here, so I'm trying to dodge. Duck, dodge, and dive. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Yeah, these guys are awesome. So, oh, they're flat underneath. I feel like there's spores on them. Oh, there's another one right down there, too. Right down by the water side. Yeah, check this guy out. It is just rocking and rolling. Oh, mad prick is on my... Alright, so I am gonna pick this back up. I just want to get the hell out of... Up from under that tree. Yum. Bottle of urine. Somebody whizzed in the car and then just fucked it out the window. Alright, so I'm gonna come down here with a bag next time. This birch is nice. Wow, if you just ripped a section of that off, just rip, it would, oh man, it'd go up like a rape tape. There's paper birch and that's silver birch, and they do grow together quite regularly. So that's also paper white birch, and then that's silver. Very cool. Alright. Dearly departed. I think it's stepping. I don't know if you can hear me. It's super duper loud. The wind is just ripping. But I just wanted to throw a quick one. Haven't done a live stream in a couple days, so I'm like, fuck it, man. I'll rip one down here where, you know, it's pretty cool. And there's, like, nice shit to look at. I'm actually gonna dunk my fingers in the water real quick. Simple fact. I flattened the Red Bull can. I dug that out of the water as soon as I got here. I flattened the Red Bull can. Is there a goose? Huh. It got my fingers a bit sticky, so. Oh, I saw a jig. Where is it? There was a fishtail jig that you definitely can fish down. Well, I mean, I don't know if you can, but there it is. Check that out. What a cool little fishtail jig. So you hook through here, and when it goes through the water, it just, those guys are very cool. And it's speckled too, if you can see the rear quarter there. Speckled up. So yeah, I gotta go home, and I grabbed an extra quart, and I grabbed an extra quart. So what I did is I put, it takes 3 quarts in this bag, Larry. So what I did is I grabbed 4 just so I would have an extra one if, you know, need be. Say I fucked up and I spilt it all everywhere and I did something dumb, like didn't put the filter, my oil filter. I did that second, which is stupid. Do your oil filter first, let the other one drain your oil, and then, you know, fasten everything all up at once. Drain plug and oil filters. The other oil filter, man, what a pain in the balls that took to come off. So, all right, what do we got? Who's in here? Alan Chavez. What's up, kid? Wow, you sent a lot of messages. And we got Minecraft something or other. Hello. Welcome. We're just getting ready to kick this off. Getting ready to, well, this kid's sending me messages in Chinese. Why is it? Because the bike's so fucking shiny? Is that why? Very well could be. Those flocks look awesome. My heads look awesome. So this is like where I'm getting the noise from. I'm getting the noise from tink, in my top end. So this would be bottom end, lower end. All right, this is my cam plate, behind the cam plate, Getting noises from, not my primary, which is where your clutch is, clutch basket, your clutch plates. I'm getting noises from my top end, and it sounds like my front or my forward one. And I'm hoping it's just a little, maybe lack of oil getting up there. So this is what I was talking about. What's under here? So this is your tappet block. Your tappet's in here. Go like this on your cam. This is a twin cam, as you can see. Twin cam USA. There's a cam here, almost dead center, and then there's like a cam up here. So this is double the power of, say, a Sportster. Sportsters only have a single cam. So by this being a twin cam, your push rods, thank you. Wow, I can't believe it. It took me fucking 3 hours to just say push rods. Your push rods go up and down, and they hit down here on the lobes of your cam as your cams spin, being a twin cam, and then they come up here, and you can see, you know, behind here there are fucking push rods up in here, hence push rods, right? So they hit your lifters and your rocker arms, and they kick back and forth, and that's, you know, how your engine turns and moves. And fucking, if there's like little flippers down there that kick oil around, and they kick oil up and they splash it, so the top end of your motor actually winds up getting saturated in oil too. So that's how it kicks all the nice oil around. Look at how rough the spoot's looking, man. I just put that on 3 months ago. So I definitely did a new, not control arm, what the hell am I trying to say? Joint. I did a new, I'm kind of mush brained today. But you can see that, man, she's just like dirty, and the salt and sand has done a number on her. But you can see that she's still moving nice and freely. This is called a Heim joint. Very important. Very important, because it has flex left and right, and it also prevents, you know, twisting. So I have it mounted on my motor mount. Thank you. Jeez, fucking moly, kid. Have it mounted on my motor mount. Put a brand new motor mount in. Put this arm on, this arm, and then this plate. All that together made up. Now, I still have a rear one to put on. I did not put my rear one on yet, because you have to remove the tire, and you can leave the fender, but you got to remove the tire, everything in here. I probably have to pull that rear exhaust, but it's like right inside of here where you can see where my belt is. It's to the right there, so it's kind of a pain in the dick, man. I really don't. It's just fucking tough. It's tough, excuse me, to do without a lift. And fuck, man, I'm like, I can't. I need to get it done. I didn't buy the pair so I could just sit on the front one. Like, I have to get it done. It's just a matter of fucking just slacking. That's all I'm doing. I'm not being as efficient as I ought to be. I wound up busting my mirror up a bit, which is a bit of a drag, but what are you gonna do? I busted my mirror up. I set the bike down, but it was at a very slow 1 or 2 mile an hour crawl. But it took a chunk out of the mirror, and put a nice slash here, nice cut here, and I actually know where that chunk is. I know exactly where it is. All right, we're gonna get going. So yeah, this is Towner's Pond, I believe it's called. Oh, now I can see the kid. You may not be able to see, but he's dead center, right through here, about 15 feet off the shore. You can see he's moving from west to east. I was wondering where those kids were hiking out at. I thought they were up here on the rocks for a second. But yeah, this is it's like, so L Pond is by Melrose Wakefield Hospital. There's Towner's Pond. There's Pond, Towner's Pond. It's like Common Pond, something like that. But you can see this one's like half decent. There are beavers in here, and you know they do absolutely do some damage. You saw on the beginning of the video, I went over there and saw the little fucker chewed up really good. Like he made it a proper like pyramid thing. But yeah, did an absolute bang up job on the little limb over there. I did throw tire shine on my sidewalls again. Man, I like rolling the dice. I like playing fucking danger. I like living dangerously. I always have. I'm a meathead. If I learn from it, good for me. If I don't, then I'm a fucking idiot. But I did it again, and I was really, really careful to just keep it on the sidewall. I know you can't tell on that edge, but I've been like going around corners wicked careful the past 2 days or so. Just normally I'll try to not rush into them too fast, but I'll definitely rip out of them. And I've been kind of fucking taking it easy, man. I've definitely been going easier than I normally ride. So I'm gonna kill this. Thanks for fucking hopping in here. I appreciate everybody that said a couple words. Thank you much. Have a great day. Beantown Bushcraft. Go check out my Insta. Beantown Bushcraft. Summon you're in a Viking. Summon you're in a Viking. Beantown Bushcraft on Instagram. Let's fucking go. You're gonna see me next time the St. Patty's Day Parade. I'm gonna be in South Boston, hopefully with my guys, hopefully on a float. We're gonna see how it goes, but I'm definitely gonna be down there regardless. So have a fantastic day, and just do something savage, man. You only live once, kid. Let's fucking go.